So, welcome back, guys. Now, as I said in the last video, this video is also about discussing a very important topic, that is investment in Germany. Investment can be of any type. That is a very wide, broad topic to discuss. So, I'm going to do the same as my last video. I'm going to hand over the stage to Marcel because he's the expert. So, Marcel, please tell us what kind of investment as an expat we can do in Germany.
First, I want to clarify a question which is frequently asked. It's, do I have the same options and the same terms and conditions as an expat than a German? The answer is very simple, yes. So if you live and work in Germany, you have exactly the same treatment in these terms as a German. There's no difference at all.
Okay.
So investments in Germany, it's a wide topic. Obviously, nowadays we're not talking about bank accounts anymore. I know, for example, in India you get 7 to 8% fixed on the account. That's in Europe. It's yeah. We don't have to discuss it. And we don't have to discuss that we have to invest into the market nowadays.
Yeah.
It's just a question how, where, when, how much, and so on. So it's very much about the strategy. Anyhow, we have different products in Germany. Of course, we have a huge market in mutual funds, we have a huge market in ETFs, and we also have a big market for tax beneficial investments. Not many people know about these investment forms, not even German, to be honest. We just don't have that at school. If you don't have a consultant, you wouldn't know about this, usually. And in here, the range is really wide. So, of course, I get many requests regarding tax beneficial investments. This topic is the most individual because it depends on your income, on your goals in Germany, and based on these information, we can make a good strategy and with good numbers for you. Apart from this, it depends on the circumstances we have right now in the world. Last years we had Trump, now we have a big cold technical war between Asia and America coming up, or we're already in it. Then we have Joe Biden, and now here we have Corona. And based on all these circumstances, the strategy is always or should always be adjusted. Mutual funds, ETFs, also single stocks, of course, anywhere. And here, either you have some good research, or I recommend to look for a professional advisor here, because it's a huge field which needs a lot of attention.
Okay. One question just while you were telling all this information. This is also like my query all the time. What is the difference between mutual fund and ETF?
Yes, this question I get a lot. So the difference is, or maybe first, the organization. We have stocks. If you don't want to invest into single stocks, because the risk is obviously very high, the chances as well, of course. But if you don't want to do it, you invest into a bundle.
Okay.
So you spread the risk. In here, the headline is mutual funds.
Okay.
Now we have actively managed mutual funds, which is known as mutual funds, how we communicate. And we have passively managed mutual funds, which is ETF. So the actively managed funds, they have a fund management team, humans, also of course technical help, but humans who manage it, who have contact to the companies, who call them, to call the CEO, the financial guy, and so on and so on. And they make the call and the decision. So they try to beat the average. For example, the index, I don't know the English word right now, but for example, the DAX in Germany, which is showing the 30 biggest companies in Germany, they always try to beat these average performances. Of course, there's also the flip side of the coin. They take more fees because it's human as you, me, and you. So they want to have some food, they want to have a home, a pretty home, and they have fees. So usually you pay 5% entrance fee at mutual funds and some running fees. The ETF, on the other hand side, they have not no fees, that's what many people think, but they have definitely less fees because it's only machines and some people who want to make a profit. So in here the cost system is different.
Okay.
It's just very important about the strategy. So you cannot say ETFs is better, mutual funds are better. It's
Okay.
really about the strategy, individual in which market you go,
Mm.
but there are some general rules, of course.
Mm.
So if you want to do a shorter term investment,
Mm.
you look at ETFs because you first at the funds you have to get the costs back,
Mm.
and then you go into the profit zone.
Mm.
ETF, you're already, if there's profit, you already take it.
Mm.
In the middle to long term run,
Mm.
it depends, it has to be evaluated
Mm.
because yes, you have the fees at the beginning, but the performance might be higher depending on the strategy, the fund, and the management team,
Mhm.
which in the long term thinking run
Mhm.
is beneficial.
Okay, that was very detailed information about investment. Yes.
Yes.
And
Maybe one addition, sorry.
yes. No, of course. Please.
Taxes is a big topic in Germany. For your understanding quickly, you have 801 euro tax allowance free in the profit every year, which
Wow.
means if you invest and you make 1,000 euro profit,
Mhm.
which you withdraw. It's only taxed when you withdraw it.
Mhm.
Then 800 euros are tax free.
Mhm.
200 euros will be taxed with 25%. So 50 euros taxed in a profit of 1,000 euros if you withdraw it.
Mhm.
If you're married, you have 2 times the amount of 800 euros free per year.
That's really good information to know. That's a lot of money.
Yes.
Definitely it is. One more question, Marcel. Is it also possible to invest or, like, how, in simple words, I would say, like, is it possible for me to buy a land in Germany or buy a real estate? It's also kind of an investment, right?
Mhm.
So what do you think? Is it possible being an expat that we can do it?
So, yes and no. It depends more or less on your visa.
Mhm.
So,
Okay.
or the other way around, the longer your visa is valid, or you have the permanent residency, or you become a resident, of
Okay.
course, then it's not an expat question anymore,
Yeah.
but then it's very easy. If it's very short, or you're on a holiday visa, obviously it's not possible.
Okay.
But if it's short, it's more difficult because at one point you probably need a loan at a bank. Imagine you want to give me a loan,
Mm.
but I'm officially only allowed to stay 2 more years, and after this, we don't know. You probably don't want to give me so much money for 30 years.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Makes
it
sense.
depends. It has to be discussed, but there are some banks who are supporting it.
Okay.
We just have to make a request for this.
Okay, understood. So yeah, if you have a permanent residency in Germany, or you have a longer term staying plans in Germany, or if you already became a citizen of Germany officially, you took the citizenship, then it's a positive answer that yes, you can do it. But of course, it depends on your visa status.
Yes. So basically, what I can offer, just make a request, so contact me, and then we will together make a request because I have a big pool of banks, and in here we can figure out very easy, very quick, which bank would do it and which one would not, which bank would not support us in this purpose.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, that was really detailed information about investment. And if you guys have any question, of course, Marcel is the guy. His website will be in the link below the text, and you can find all the information. You can contact him directly. So stay tuned for the next video. It will be super fun. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.